sorry, yes, I do apologise. Oh, dear me, sorry. Oh dear, it's very crowded in the Jerry Anderson character cafeteria today. I can't find a free seat anywhere.
Am I so much a leper I must eat alone?
Sahala! No, absolutely not. I'm more than happy to join you. Ah, well, isn't this nice?
How can I thank you?
Oh, well, it's nothing really.
You seem somehow different from the others.
Well, I suppose so. Yes, I guess if there's one word that sums me up, it would be different.
Thank you for trying to be kind.
Oh, well, don't mention it.
I felt through it all you were my friend.
Really?
There's only one way to repay you for your kindness.
Is there? Oh, well, yes, of course, yes, obviously. Pressing the button on the randomizer. Oh, essential. Yes.
Is that very important?
Yes, very important.
For what purpose?
Oh, well, I mean, how else would I know that today's episode is, 10 Top Pop?
Then you're convinced I'm telling the truth.
Oh, Sahala, I'm convinced this could be the beginning of a beautiful friendship. Oh, yes, well, anyway, here's Terrahawks.
You see, it begins.
So, we welcome back to the Randomiser. It's Terrahawks, and how appropriate that the very first Randomiser I record in 2023 is Terrahawks. It is the 40th anniversary year of Terrahawks, so very nice to see this episode come up today. Even though this is an odd one to talk about, I find, so I'm quite happy to have this on the table today, because I've generally found it quite a forgettable episode, and I think that's largely due to its place in the run, because it was made after, and also shown after, the episode Operation SAS, in which Kate Kestrel and Stu Dapples were held prisoner by Zelda, or Youngstar. Then instantly you have this episode, which is so similar, and I think that's why this episode I don't hold particularly fond memories of, simply because of that place in the running order. It's not this episode's fault, but it always comes so close to Operation SAS, no matter what order you watch it in. Anywho, Kate is recording at Anderburr Records, faster than the speed of your love, and who's up on Mars? Enjoying the music, it's Youngstar.
Mother, caught you again, you deceitful boy.
Oh dear, listening to music, very naughty.
Filling his mind with triviality.
Oh, at least she credits him that he's still got a mind. But this is the point in Terrahawks where it's all, I think, finally sort of come together. We know what the show is, we know what the strengths are, we know who these characters are.
Yes, indeed. Observe.
And he's made a list.
Compiled the list of precedents the Earthlings call the top 10.
Including Anne and the Droids, the Bray Boys, and the Cantina Band, because of course you cannot have an 80s sci-fi musical countdown without the Cantina Band.
Pop.
This is an odd bit of dialogue though, the mangling of...
Carriage him, sister.
Yeah, Pop Top 10. Which gives us the title of 10 Top Pop.
Contraption.
Doesn't make any sense.
To put a stop to it.
Oh no.
Please.
Again, another link to Operation SAS. I think Yuri broke it in Operation SAS.
The machine could be put to a more devious use.
Ooh. But I think this is one of the benefits of coming to this episode now on the Randomiser. We have already done Operation SAS.
From the planet.
That was about 2 years ago now. So, yeah, this one is going to be a bit more fresh to me. So let's see how we go with this.
A Youngstar, tell me more about your most interesting device.
Again, that makes me think of a moment in... I was expecting it to come there, of the moment in Operation SAS where she goes, "Come, sit upon my lap, sonny boy." I thought that was going to be this episode. It must be Operation SAS. These things are just so close.
See you later.
Also, I think they're back-to-back in whatever one of the compilation films that both episodes appeared in.
Bye, Miss Kestrel.
What's happening, Stu?
Well, what's happening? Right. Well, what's happening is we need to play back that final take, and it's a wrap.
Yay.
It may not work.
And it's also one of the first episodes to make good use of Stu Dapples. I think Robbie has finally... Well, no, not finally, because he got into it quite quickly. He's found the voice now. There was something slightly not quite right with Stu in the early episodes, but now he's here. The character is fully formed. Somehow he's picking up Zelda's message.
How's that?
Oh, sorry, I thought you said something, you know,
Not a word, Stu.
I sense
I don't talk to you unless I need to know what's happening, Stu. Oh, there goes the wig. I love that noise. Oh, Anne Riddler found so many good noises for Sister.
power of my voice.
You will hear.
Stu seems very happy and bouncy to go along with this at first.
You will
I will obey. Oh, yeah, right, okay, well, okay. I will obey.
And I'm not entirely sure how she takes control of him. A similar thing happened in Gunfight at Oki's Corral, where she seemed to sort of take control of Sam Oki, but there was a cube involved. This, I don't know, is Stu just very susceptible? Suggestible, even? He's, Anywho, they now have control of one recording engineer. World domination can only follow.
I don't like the look of this, Dix Hewitt. This time he might do it.
Oui. His score is very close now.
And this is also the point where we've finally established Dizweet as Zero's second in command. Quite right, too.
Never hear the last of it.
What an asset Robbie is to this show, between Stu Dapples, Dizweet, Hudson, and Youngstar in particular. Just so much of the show's greatest characters and finest comedy moments come from him, and
It makes me want to throw my arms in the air.
I was so in love with this, and it was something I enjoyed as well over Christmas, watching A Christmas Miracle, seeing in particular Youngstar and Sistar enjoying Earth culture, in this case Earth music.
Caught the waves that travel through the ether and held them in the ferret. The earthlings call it recording.
Recording.
Speaking of recordings, there's another song in the background there. I Got the Power. It would be so nice to separate that from the dialogue and actually have a clean copy to listen to. Who else have we got?
Top.
They showed the list again there. They're still going on about it's not that funny as a joke. But Sistar and Youngstar are quite pleased with it.
Ah, there you are.
Zelda, you should recognize the genius of Youngstar.
Oh.
Stored in the...
Not often that word is used in the same sentence as the name Youngstar. Oh, smacked her in the face.
Your interest.
I recognize, perhaps, some minor talent.
Oh. Wow, mark that on the calendar.
Which we are hungry to hear.
Yes, he's not quite the full gurgling imbecile yet. This is probably the last gasp of brilliance of a plan from Youngstar.
Intend to use these meteors
before he finally completed his descent into total imbecility. Sister is bouncing up and down. Again, credit to the puppeteers. They were just dancing her there, and now she's bobbing up and down with excitement.
I know.
Ah, we're all off to Earth. That'll be good.
Time I've got you.
I bet Sistar doesn't get to set foot on the planet, though.
How do I look?
Oh, sparkly.
Well?
Mary, you look fabulous. You'll knock 'em out at that party.
Whose party is this, by the way? Oh, it's enough to lose Tiger his game.
I spoiled your game.
Mary, want to know something? I couldn't care less.
Aww.
Don't work too hard. Don't ban my airplane. And enjoy Katie's party.
I said that without moving my lips. I've been practicing my ventriloquism.
The belle of the ball.
So Kate's throwing a party. And Hawkeye isn't invited. I think it's more for her
It's double meaning. Belle.
musical contacts and such.
Hey, you know, Dix Hewitt, sometimes you're not so thick as you look.
That is an insult. I take it happily.
Stu, are you down?
Again, I was thinking, actually,
Lock the door up here and I can't get out.
going back to Robbie, just the interactions between him as
Thank you for picking me up.
T-Sweet, and also as 101 with Windsor. So much ad-libbing must be going on in moments like that.
The King asked me to apologise. He's been unavoidably detained.
And Stu actually makes for a fairly sinister presence in this episode.
Never better.
I think also it's due to the fact that at this point in the series we don't really know the guy. So you can kind of, essentially, it almost feels like he's almost a Mr. On agent there. He could, she just asked him, "Are you feeling all right?" And we got the traditional Mr. On agent response of, "Yeah, I'm fine." New footage as well of Tiger and Mary at the controls of Hawkwing in their party gear.
Who will be at this party, Miss Kestrel?
Just a few friends.
And the voice as well, the voice is slightly more refined.
Alone with you.
Ooh.
Stop the car.
And somehow he has a gun.
Yes, madam.
Do as he says, Hudson. Pull over.
I don't know where Stu would have found a gun. Maybe his mum has one at home.
Tell the driver to walk away and keep walking.
You heard the man, Hudson. What's this all about?
Stu doesn't know that there is no human driver. After all, he was only in this car last week, but had his memory wiped, of course.
My control has taken a hostage.
It's just so strange. If they just only separated those episodes a bit in the running order, I think this one, not only I might like it more, but I think it just might be more appreciated. Because as it stands, it almost feels like, here's the same episode again, but not quite as strong.
A meteorite, quite large.
Which is, it does this episode a disservice, because really, there's nothing wrong with this episode.
There's nothing we can do.
Oh, okay. Space Hawk can't shoot the Rhino because a big asteroid thingy is in the way. Meteorite.
Was an intruder hiding out there. It's through.
Oh, dear. Oh, that was our scene, 101. We did absolutely nothing. Yes, the Rhino has now landed.
What now?
We wait.
It's hot in here. I should have worn something lighter. Maybe a different color.
Hint, hint. But of course, Stu sees no one in the front seat.
Don't even think of trying anything.
That's it. Clever old Hudson is signalling very brightly while at Kate's mountain hideaway.
No sign of Miss Kate, and it's getting late.
I'm still in the show, but not for much longer. That didn't rhyme, but who cares? Poor 5-5.
Someone will join you shortly to collect the hostage.
Yeah, again, this is, I suppose, a bit of a Captain Scarlet setup, really.
Let me go, mother.
Oh, God, no! Yes, Stu is the sort of Mr. On agent. Zelda is the sort of Captain Black equivalent, you know what you must do kind of thing.
Go and bring the Earth scum back to the Rhino.
Let Youngstar do it. What could possibly go wrong?
Take those with you.
Ooh, 2 cubes. No sister? No, she said she wanted to go, and now they're here, they're not going to let her out.
That?
How would I know?
Ooh.
Hawkeye, we found Kate.
She's in some kind of trouble.
Get Battlehawk out here. Tan.
Who does that leave in charge of Hawk Nest now? Nobody. Everyone's going. The place is abandoned. It's nice to see Hawkeye at the controls of Battlehawk for a change, in a nice nighttime launch sequence. Yeah, he's in the pilot's chair, the captain's chair, I suppose you could say, and
We'll be there in 17 minutes.
he's got Zero alongside.
A couple of Zeroids in the area.
I want to know what's going on down there.
That's us, Dick Hewitt.
Oh no, not another drop from the great height.
Oh, there's an early appearance of that lovely phrase. The great height.
You will get out and come with me.
Ah, there he is.
Do not try to escape, or my cubic friends will blow you into tiny bits.
I know I captured you last week, but I'm going to try it again. Oh, I can't do a Youngstar voice. Oh my goodness. Sorry.
I missed the party.
Oh, poor chick. And I believe we're coming up on a Shakespeare quote here. May or may not be a direct lift, but it's Definitely a line.
Oh, it's my feet.
That's not it.
Hurts so much. It's all this walking.
I mean, maybe there's a bit of it in a Shakespeare play somewhere. Someone complaining about their feet.
Move on, move on.
Oh, it must be the next scene I'm thinking of. Yeah, poor young star. Though again, it's good puppeteering here. That he's really plodding and struggling. Lovely nighttime model stuff in this one too.
10-10.
It is a long way down. But now the ground, it come up very fast. Oh, ma foi.
Oh.
There has to be some easier way of doing this.
Keep your voice down.
Oh dear. Poor Zero. Poor D's wheat as well.
I can't go on. Lend me your ears.
Yeah, I've always wondered if that's a Shakespeare quote, if that's a nod to Julius Caesar, just because Stu has the headset.
Can you come and get me?
Not land in the trees, you imbecilic youth.
Wait, it did earlier, didn't it?
Or you will feel the weight of my stick.
Evidently the walk back is further than the walk to the car.
Miss Kestrel, she's being held by Youngstar and a couple of cubes.
Stay out of sight, Zero.
Yes, we're at that point now where the Terrahawks know who Youngstar is.
Try a little bluff. I'm taking us down.
This nighttime stuff is actually really atmospheric, whether it's the model stuff or the stuff on the puppet stage as well. They've got a bit of... Is that dry ice in the background to give a sort of fog effect? Yeah. It looks nicely atmospheric, and it also hides certain less attractive elements of the puppets when they're lit slightly differently.
You stay here.
Take care.
Mary put on her nice sparkly dress.
You're surrounded.
Now she's out in the woods.
I have a prisoner, clown.
Same one as last week, but hey-ho. Multiple cubes.
Take out those cubes as soon as you can, Zero, and let me know when you've done it.
Yes, sir.
I'm coming in, android.
Youngstar's so useless that he lets Einstein stop and chat to Zero.
You surrendering to me, Doctor?
Why should I?
Oh, Doctor, not clone.
I hold all the cards.
There is nothing but sunlit uplands.
What are you looking at?
Looking at?
My ship. I know what you're thinking.
Thinking? What am I thinking?
That you...
Joke's on you, I don't think.
To escape.
Nah, that's not fair. This is still the point where he does think.
You're an air machine.
Yeah, but you can't use it because you can't fly it.
But you can, clone. Oh, I have outwitted you.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's, again, really good acting there, especially with just the... Again, it's the reaction from the puppeteers as well that helps sell it, in addition to really great voice acting.
What is the cretin talking about now?
That, to be fair, is a typical Zelda reaction to any of Youngstar's lines.
My life for such beauty.
Aww.
18. I am ready to charge.
He's so brave.
They'd kill her before we got close.
But of course they would develop it into Zero being the one who had feelings for Mary.
How do we do this?
Oh, that laugh.
Give it to me, lad.
That laugh is just brilliant, yes. And there goes Hawkwing. With Tiger at the controls and Youngstar in... Well, I think the annual and sort of publicity material calls the wing bit the egg, which is very strange.
We have a trap. We must...
I mean, I call it the wing bit, but
Youngstar!
the egg just doesn't fit.
If I had intended him to fly, I would have given him wings.
Ooh. Ah, Zero and his wheat have worked out a plan.
Yes, I'm ready.
Sort of seesaw thing.
With I who jump.
Right.
Zero at one end of a log.
Here I come.
And here comes his wheat. Another crash through the trees, that's it. Here's Zero. Come to save the day. Wow. Good stuff. They must have had loads of cubes to blow up through this series.
Done, Sergeant Major.
Thank you, Mom.
Tell Dr. Einstein we're free.
Ground position, secure, sir.
Hooray! Where's Hawkeye during all this? He did say for Battlehawk not to land, but it seems strange that he's just circling.
Reckon you could fly this?
With my mechanical aptitude, there is no doubt in my mind.
In that case, have a good fright.
Oh. Oh dear, he's separated. Oh, this is good.
Great mounds of dust. He meant it.
Youngstar is now on his own in the wing bit of Hawkwing. And it's not going well, as you can hear. Some lovely, just lovely silly moments throughout this entire Youngstar in Hawkwing bit. That's one of my favourite lines, actually, for the whole character. And again, just some lovely puppeteering on his reactions, and he's throwing his hands over his face there. Trashing a lot of electricity pylons, and then, where are we going to land?
For pity's sake, get me out of here!
Anderburr Cash and Carry Warehouse. Well, I hope there was nothing important in there. Wow, that is a spectacular explosion. That's one of the best in the show. Poor Youngstar. Is this the first time he got caught in an explosion? I think the show probably realised after this, actually, it's great fun blowing up Youngstar and hurting and humiliating him.
I'm 99 next birthday.
Aww.
Well, I'll be glad when you've grown up. Perhaps by then you will have acquired some sense.
Oh, poor Youngstar. Yeah, probably the beginnings there of Youngstar just being used as the ultimate comedy foil in the series, humiliated throughout, but he does it so well, so it's great fun. I hope Stu was released from her control at the end there. Stu just seemed to have got forgotten at the end. But anywho, that was Terrahawks 10 Top Pop, and as I've said, quite probably a bit too much earlier, I never really had much time for this one, simply because it comes so close to a very similar episode that's slightly better. But that's not the fault of this episode, that's just the fault of the scheduling. And looking at this individually as just a single episode of Terrahawks with no reference to Operation SAS, I've really enjoyed coming back to this one today. It's always nice when you look at an episode you don't remember fondly and think, actually, there's some very nice stuff here. We're just at this point where Terrahawks is finally starting to come together. Lots of good drama, lots of silliness, lots of great characters, some all-round good fun. Great stuff.